Faithful, what's happening? Welcome into the 49ers Report live here on Chat Sports. Chase Senior here with you. Hope all of you out there are having a fantastic Tuesday. This is what I do know. I don't know if the San Francisco 49ers are going to make the playoffs. Right now, I don't even know if they're a good team. What I do know, though, the Faithful's going to be hanging out with us, and we have another great show on tap for you today. And really, it's always about the Niner gang. It's about the Niner Empire. And with 100 people watching live right now, we're about to have a really fun show. People are getting that notification. They're starting to pile into the show. We'll start the official program in about 10 minutes. Up until that point, it's all about you, our loyal subscribers. So I want to see where you're at because myself, producer Trey, we're coming to you from the Chat Sports Studios in Dallas, Texas. Where are you? Let me know in the comment section. We'll give you some shout outs because I know people are tuned in from all across the globe and in every pocket of America. And no matter where you are or how you're tuned in, thank you so much for making the 49ers Report a part of your day. Mike Concho is here. Mixed by DG, J. Rue, H. Lopez, what up? Now the locations are starting to pile in. Chualor, Hamilton City, California. Ernesto, Tucson. Trade for a new coach from Pure Awareness. He's saying that because our poll question, should the 49ers trade for Mac Jones? Defiance, Ohio. Oregon, Virginia Beach, San Antonio, Texas, Charleston, South Carolina. Washington is also here. Cork City Community Radio. Hi from Ireland. Richmond, Virginia. Pauling, Ohio. NorCal, California. Christian McCaffrey making his return to NorCal. We'll talk about him. P is pushing P in Dallas, just like we are pushing P in Dallas as well. Ways, Los Angeles. Paul Thomas, Austin, Texas. OG, California from Miggy. Moneybags. Big game coming up this Sunday against the Los Angeles Rams in a game that the Niners need, the Rams need. San Francisco, one game behind the Seattle Seahawks, and with this being a divisional matchup, it's going to be a really big matchup. So everybody hop into the comment section right now, and let's say it together. BLA, 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 BLA. FP, dude, what's up with your eyes? This is how I look. I can't do anything about it. What's up with you being a hater? Pure Awareness, beat LA. Miggy Moneybags, beat LA. Julian Rost is back, beat LA. Baby Cakes 420 saying FLA. I like that as well. I stand for it. Odds of Jim Harbaugh or Sean Payton from SF49 for life, I'd say very, very low. Stomp LA from Ronnie Hunt. Stomp LA. Stomp LA. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I absolutely love it. Huge game coming up. We'll do a preview here in just a few moments. So speaking of this game, who you got? SF for the 49ers. LAR for the Los Angeles Rams. Who are you riding with? Look, it seems as though every time that the 49ers need a get-right game, every time that they need to get back on track, establish some momentum, and turn their season around, they take on the Los Angeles Rams. Kyle Shanahan has won 7 of 8 against Sean McVay. Some people might say that Kyle Shanahan has been Sean McVay's daddy, which he has been. And if you think he's been Sean McVay's daddy, I want you to type daddy in the comment section. But who you got? SF, LAR, who you going with? Paul Thomas saying LOL true. M-Rob, my Niners are losing their grip, but they might grip us and pull us back in with the win this weekend if they're dominant. K-Dub, San Francisco. Danny D, Niners. Pure Awareness, Daddy. Ways 52, Daddy. What are you smoking trade for Mac Jones from Mr. Joe? I'll let you know if I think they should trade for him or not. We're just going to have a conversation. Shredhead, Dada. That's pretty good too. T-Double-P, I see you as well. AZTC Pride. SF all day. Maximo Landanio, San Francisco. Kiss the baby from Envision Photos. They need this game to get back on track from Alfred Scott. I agree with you. Jakey Ludovina, he was with us all throughout that watch party. It got emotional. It got heated. It got real. A lot of people were annoyed in the chat. Shoot, they were coming after me. which was hilarious, and I like it because I like the emotion that comes with the NFL season, really the roller coaster ride that it's been for San Francisco up to this point. Cork City Community Radio tuned in from Ireland. If they don't win, I will come over to kick some ass. That's the attitude that I'm talking about, and the Niners defense has to have that mentality as well. We will be doing a mailbag on today's show, so for you to get involved, to get your questions, your comments, featured on the program, a couple ways for you to get involved. Hashtag 49ers. Better yet, you can super chat. 224 people watching live right now. Only 32 likes, though. Faithful. Show up, show out. Hit that thumbs up icon. Like the video. Can we get to 100 likes as soon as possible? Come on, rapid fire. Hit that thumbs up icon, like the video, because I have a feeling that today's show is going to be a very good one, all thanks to the interaction from the faithful. Every super chat that we get, $5 or more, I will also spin this wheel. We'll have a lot of fun. We get to $100 in total. I'll chug a beer out of the San Francisco mug. On the spinning wheel today, we have pillow talk because we have a Niners pillow here. We can hit the bottle because Kyle Shanahan has been Sean McVay's daddy. Once again, Trace and I will freestyle because last week it really worked out well. And during that Christian McCaffrey show, some people were bringing some bars. We'll do the Beat LA chant as well. So that right there is our spinning wheel. Every super chat that we get, $5 or more, we will spin the wheel and we'll have a lot of fun because, yes, we don't only inform you, but we also entertain you as well. That's why the 49ers Report, the largest Niners news and rumors channel here on YouTube. Mr. Joe, anyone who knows football knows Mac Jones is super trash, can't read defenses, and is a one-read quarterback. But we're talking about it because Kyle Shanahan, this organization, they were interested in Mac Jones prior to the 2021 NFL Draft. FP is saying some really weird things in the comments section. And if you want to keep it that weird, you're just very odd. I'm very concerned about you. I hope that you're okay.
FP, there's another tube for that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
go to that tube.
There's another tube for that. It's not YouTube, all right? So you continue to say some weird stuff like that, we're just going to hide you. So we'll see you. Will J, LA is our B. So far in the Kyle Shanahan era, that's been the case. Micro Mike, the real one, is here. Everybody type MM in the comment section for Micro Mike.
Micro Mike.
He's no doubt a real one.
Micro Mike. Micro Mike. Micro Mike. Micro Mike.
You let him go down on you. Get a 2-point conversion. Legend. Cheeks is Micro Mike. You know who's been cheeks so far this year? San Francisco 49ers. All right, folks. If you're ready for the show to start, I want you to hit that thumbs up icon and like the video. No super chats in, but in case you're just joining us, $5 or more on the supers. We'll spin the wheel. We'll have a lot of fun in between our segments. We'll do a little Niners Report happy hour. If the super chats come in, $100 in total. I'll drink a beer out of the Niners mug. Hit that thumbs up icon, like the video. We're at 72 likes right now, 240 people watching live. So let's ride. Niners country, let's mine. Really excited to hop into today's show because there is so much to talk about on the program today. Niners news, rumors, analysis, NFL trade deadline coming up on November 1st. That is next Tuesday. We're locked and loaded, baby. 80 likes right now. Hit that thumbs up icon, like the video. The bosses are telling me, look, Chase, you can't start the show unless you get to 100 likes. And if we don't get there, might just have to cancel the show. We don't want to do that. Trade for my Danish boy, Froholt from IFR Dries for Denmark. All right, here's the show schedule for you today. Of course, we're going to touch on the latest Niners news, latest Niners rumors. We'll also give you some analysis as we always do. 49ers trade buzz. Should San Francisco trade for Mac Jones? Some people are in the comment section saying, trade for Matt Ryan. He has even more of a noodle arm as compared to Mac Jones. It's 49ers Rams Part 2. We'll do a little bit of a preview. Steve Cass said cancel the show. You don't want that to happen, Steve Cass. We want to stay live for the next hour and change. Mike Lombardi said once Jimmy was good, he's not good anymore. Is that what you're saying, Mr. Joe? You didn't finish your sentence, I don't think. Jakey Ludovina, real-ish. Steve Casillas, faithful to the Bay. Bang, bang, Niner gang. By the way, this first one is going to be Fanatics, by the way, not LinkedIn Talent Solutions. So Danny D, hell nah, no more trades. Yeah, the possibilities of making a trade after the McCaffrey deal, somewhat minuscule, but San Francisco, under John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan, they have been aggressive heading into the NFL trade deadline. We got past 100 likes. You get those super chats in throughout the show. We'll spin the wheel to start the program. Should the Niners trade for Mac Jones? Also, some insight into Christian McCaffrey. All of that coming your way right now. Niners country, let's mine. Should the San Francisco 49ers trade for Mac Jones? That's the topic of conversation on today's show. Appreciate all of you for watching the 49ers Report. I'm your host, Chase Sr. Hope all of the faithful is having a fantastic week. So we're talking about Mac Jones because he was benched on Monday Night Football for Bailey Zappe. And the Patriots were down in the game early against the Chicago Bears as Justin Fields looked really, really impressive. Zappe comes in. He leads 2 touchdown drives. Then on the sideline, he's seen singing, "Stacy's mom has got it going on." But then the Bears went on to really dominate that football game. And after the game, Bill Belichick really didn't comment as to whether or not it was going to be Bailey Zappe as the team's starting quarterback or Mac Jones. But all signs do point to Zappe once again getting the start for the Patriots next game. So this does make Mac Jones a very interesting trade target. Why? Because of everything that we just talked about, but also San Francisco, according to many reports out there, had interest in taking Mac Jones in the 2021 NFL Draft. We know how that ended up, right? They traded 3 first-round picks to move up for Trey Lance, and a lot of people believe that was a mistake, but honestly, is there a big gap right now between Trey Lance and Mac Jones? Their careers have not gotten off to an ideal start for both of those individual players. There were rumblings at the time that Kyle Shanahan really liked Mac coming out of Alabama in the pre-draft process, and reports did imply that Mac was the Niners' target and not Trey Lance. But because of organizational pressure, that's why San Francisco went ahead and drafted Trey Lance. My issue with Mac, and I've said this kind of all along, in the pre-draft process and even after the NFL draft, when a lot of the faithful wanted San Francisco to take Mac, considering how good he was at Alabama with a very, very loaded offensive core around him, he has a ceiling, and he is a very limited quarterback. As a scheme fit in this offense, I could see him having some success as a guy who could play pitch and catch, but it's kind of what Jimmy Garoppolo is, right? And also, you saw on Sunday against the Kansas City Chiefs that in the National Football League here in 2022, there are very few quarterbacks who can keep up with the guy to the likes of Patrick Mahomes. And that's why a lot of teams out there are looking for quarterbacks who are dual threat, who have athletic qualities, who can push the ball downfield. And I really want to see what Kyle Shanahan can do with the quarterback who's not limited, like Mac Jones, who has shown me so far that he has a noodle arm, kind of like Jimmy Garoppolo. And this is where things also get interesting in this conversation, though. San Francisco does have major quarterback questions right now with Jimmy Garoppolo and Trey Lance, and also moving into the future. Jimmy Garoppolo in the final year of his deal, and going back to his days at North Dakota State, Trey Lance has barely played any football. So whether they trade for Mac Jones as a starter or a backup, it's certainly a noteworthy conversation to have. And with Shanahan, of course, he is to blame for the Niners' lackluster start on the offensive side of the football. But I do want to see what he's able to do with a legitimate quarterback who can complete and make all throws on the football field. Down the hashes, outside the numbers, take the top off of the defense with some vertical routes as well. And up to this point, we really haven't seen Kyle Shanahan do that. Now, I thought that Trey Lance was going to be that guy, and maybe he is down the road. But again, I'm concerned about Trey, one, because of the injury. Two, he hasn't played a lot of football, and the inexperience level is a little bit concerning, and I wish that Kyle Shanahan would have called plays for Trey Lance like he's called this year for Jimmy Garoppolo, as he's been a little bit more aggressive with Jimmy G. We're just starting this conversation. First, though, today's poll question. I want to hear from all of you right now in the comment section. Should San Francisco trade for Mac Jones? Give me a T for trade or a P for pass right now in the comments section. Now, we're not the only football aficionados who are talking about Mac Jones to the Bay right now after he got benched in favor for Bailey Zappe. Bill Barnwell, ESPN, 2023 49ers starting quarterback, Mac Jones. Matthew Berry, formerly of ESPN, now with NBC Sports, Mac Jones to either the Indianapolis Colts, who are now going with Sam Ehlinger, or to the San Francisco 49ers. There's also this conversation about Mac because we know that he's somewhat limited in terms of his talent. But the overarching question, is he a good quarterback? Now, I do think that his coaching and talent are suspect on the offensive side of the ball. The fact that Matt Patricia is calling the offensive plays for New England, and he's been anointed to that spot by Bill Belichick, is really, really head-scratching. Also, going into that game against the Chicago Bears, Bill Belichick really wanted to experiment with a platoon at that quarterback spot. Doesn't make any sense. And the offensive talent on the Patriots roster, somewhat thin. But for the last 9 starts that Mac Jones has appeared as the starting QB for New England, he's 2-7. 6 of those losses have been by double digits. The closest loss during that span, 9 points against the Miami Dolphins. And while the coaching and talent is suspect, so too is the talent for Mac Jones, in my opinion. Now, you look at his career starts. He's certainly thrown the football a lot, and there is somewhat of a large sample size for Mac. 419 of 624, his completions to attempt so far in a year change as being the starting QB for the Patriots. He's thrown for 4,600 yards, not a number that will blow you away by any means. 24 touchdowns to 19 picks. He's thrown and completed 67% of his passes, which actually is good, and that's why Kyle Shanahan liked him in the pre-draft process. Average yards per attempt, a pretty solid number at 7.8. So I do think there's a better player in there with Mac Jones. I just don't think that the talent and the skill position players are all that good for New England. They are certainly a defensive-oriented team, but in terms of his athletic ability, that's where I'm concerned, and I want to see a guy like Trey Lance in this offense because I think it makes this offense a lot more explosive. A reminder to subscribe to the channel because whether the 49ers make a big trade, another big one like Christian McCaffrey for a player like Mac Jones, or a minor move, we have it covered here on the channel. NFL trade deadline coming up on November 1st, as I said a little bit earlier. Make sure you lock us in. Even after the NFL trade deadline, even during the offseason, we break down videos every single day. Niners news, rumors, and analysis, so hit that subscribe button down below. We're about to talk about Christian McCaffrey next. And finally, Christian McCaffrey jerseys are available. Make sure you use that link down below for those deals to apply, though, and so that Fanatics knows that Chat Sports sent you. You can get the scarlet red uni or the white uni. All you got to do, chatsports.com/CMC. We'll put that link in the comment section and the description of this video. It's also on the community tab of our YouTube channel right now. All right, let's shift gears now to Christian McCaffrey because we talked about this last Thursday when we went live. Appreciate 20,000 people for joining the show. It was a blast as we went live until 1:30 a.m. Central and had a lot of fun chopping it up with everybody. But at the time, we were talking about how the Niners kind of stole Christian McCaffrey away from the Los Angeles Rams, and Sean McVay basically admitted as much this week in the lead-up to the 49ers taking on the Los Angeles Rams at what we hope is going to be Levi Stadium South at SoFi Stadium. Sean McVay on Christian McCaffrey going to San Francisco. You thought, oh, snap, they're getting another great player. McVay told reporters on Monday about his reaction as a competitor. You say, hey, they've got him. We've got to be able to move forward accordingly, and it just so happens that they're on the schedule this week. And I am really excited to see what Christian McCaffrey can do with more time in this offense. In the limited sample size that we saw against the Kansas City Chiefs, you saw the ability that made the Niners make this trade, and that's why I liked it at the time. Look, if you think that you have a Super Bowl-capable roster, go all in, be aggressive, and try to bring back a 6th Lombardi trophy. And Christian McCaffrey might be able to help this stale offense become a little bit more dynamic. Against the Chiefs, you saw reasons for why he could help turn around this sluggish offense right now. 8 carries, 38 yards, including 2 carries on that first drive that popped for 9 and 10 yards. He also caught the ball twice for 24 yards. So a lot of his touches did go for first downs. And that's the level of explosion that he could bring to Kyle Shanahan's offense. And I want to see him be Kyle Shanahan, a little bit more creative with his usage of CMC moving forward, and hopefully with more game planning and with more time of him being at the practice facility in Santa Clara, McCaffrey will be able to do just that. You see exactly why the Niners traded for him. This guy is a dynamic weapon. An improvement that I also want to see on top of the creativity, though, Shanny, you got to run more screens, not just to your running backs, but also get your tight ends involved by throwing some screens as well. Take a page out of the Kansas City Chiefs playbook. Allow the blitz to get upfield, dump it off to the running back, dump it off to the tight end, and sometimes that bails you out of a 3rd and long. Just like that Jerick McKinnon play last Sunday that went for, that big gain on 3rd and 20, and that was really one of the back-breaking plays in that football game. And under Kyle Shanahan, he has not run enough screens, in my opinion, the last couple of years. When he came here to the Bay in 2017, he ran the 7th most screens to running backs in the NFL. Then in 2018, it went to 23. 2019 had a lot of success, 10th most screens. And then the last 3 years, 21, 24, 21. Screens to running backs and tight ends helps counter the blitz. And Jimmy Garoppolo against the blitz against the Chiefs was not good. He seemed to be flustered. He didn't know where he was going with the football. The interception that he threw in the red zone where he threw like a 5-yard Hail Mary, the blitz came and he just lofted that football up. Help your quarterback out, Kyle Shanahan, by running some more screens to your running backs and your tight ends because it alleviates some pressure off the quarterback, but also you're able to get your blockers out in space, which is what you already do within this offense. You have all these offensive linemen who really flourish on some of those pull blocks, and you have now the running back weapons and the tight end weapons to just dump the football off, allow the blitz to get upfield. It's an easy read for your quarterback and sometimes a very easy play to complete that can change the momentum and alter the complexion of games. Shanahan, you just got to be better in that regard. So grade McCaffrey's performance against the Kansas City Chiefs. I want to hear from you once more in the comment section, A, B, C, D, or F, and as always, appreciate all of you for rocking and rolling with us here on the Niners Report. All right, let's give you some shout-outs here, see what the people are saying about McCaffrey's debut. The screen thing, it drives me nuts. Just want to see more screens here. Orlando, B. Tarquin, A. IFR Dries for Denmark, A in some circumstances. Julian Ross getting that question in for our upcoming mailbag. Paul B. B. Mike Honcho, D+. Keep in mind, Mike, he got traded late on Thursday, got to the facility on Friday, didn't have a lot of time to prepare, and in that preparedness leading up to the game, I actually thought that McCaffrey was pretty solid. 16 Bar King with another super chat. Is he spitting some bars here? Spin that wheel. Time to clap. Yay area. Left curve on the map. Good stuff by 16 Bar King. He continues to be the 49ers Report rapper. And every super chat that we get, $5 or more, we're spinning the wheel. Let's see where it lands. Beat LA. Everybody say it in the comment section. And we will also chant it here on the show.
Beat LA! Beat LA! Beat LA! Beat LA!
16 Bar King. He's got that bling bling. He's always shining like a king. Will J. I see ya. Baby Cakes. FLA, Julian Ross, Jakey Ludovina, Tarquin, Alfred Scott, Justin Wilson, Cork City Community Radio, Paul Thomas saying great host. My man, thank you. You know, it's funny. Some haters do get into the comment section, but honestly, it's about 5% of the people, 95% of you. I do appreciate everybody for the support. John getting that question in. Good job by you. Speaking of getting your questions in, get them in for our upcoming mailbag. How do you get featured on the program? Hashtag 49ers, better yet, Super Chat to be included on the show. Hashtag 49ers or Super Chat to get featured on the program. Every Super Chat that we get, $5 or more, we have a bunch of props here, man. And we'll spin the wheel. We got the baby bottle because Kyle Shanahan is Sean McVay's daddy. We have the Niner pillow. We have the wheel here. And if we get to $100 in Super Chats, I'll chug a beer out of the Niners beer mug. To all of you watching, no matter where you are, how you're tuned in, do appreciate everybody for watching the program. Carnage. Chase, you guys plan on going to Las Vegas for the Niners and Raiders game? Probably not. We did have some of those conversations back several months ago, but doing a watch party from Las Vegas is a little bit tough, and watch parties are such a big revenue boost for us, and it's just easy to give you the show that we want to give you from the Chat Sports studios here. So probably not. Shredhead, Chase, the show kicks ass. Keep up the killer broadcast, my man. Appreciate that. Wow, we have 365 on here, bro. Yes, we do. You should have seen the Christian McCaffrey live show. 1,000 people all throughout the night. It was great. 20,000 people all throughout the evening. It was fun. We were live till 1:30 a.m. Central, just taking all of your questions and your super chats. It would be fun, though, from Carnage. Dude, it would be a blast because myself and Mitchell Renz would go out there, and there would be so many Raider fans, so many Niner fans, and we would have a ball. No doubt about that. All right, let's spin the wheel. Every super chat that we get, $5 or more, we're spinning the wheel. Featured on the wheel, we'll smack the pillow. We'll hit the baby bottle. Beat LA. We'll freestyle a little bit. 16 Bar King knows all about that. As for what's coming up next, going to be doing a mailbag here, taking all of your questions. So make sure you get those questions in using the hashtag 49ers or Super Chat. It just allows producer Trizzy Trace, who's doing a great job on the ones and twos, to see all of your questions. There's so many comments that come in, so if he can filter it to make his job easier, that's why we ask for the hashtag 49ers or Super Chat. You Super Chat, you skip ahead of everybody else in line in front of you, and we take your questions first. So I'm looking at the like count right here. By the end of this mailbag in about 10 minutes, I'm going to challenge the faithful here. Show the bosses that you're about that life. We're at 137 likes. Can we get to 200 likes in 10 minutes by the time we're done this mailbag? I'm telling y'all right now, hit that thumbs up icon, like the video, and in the meantime, start answering those questions. 49ers mailbag coming your way on the San Francisco 49ers Report by Chat Sports. I'm your host, Chase Sr. San Francisco taking on the Los Angeles Rams on Sunday. A reminder, we will be doing another watch party for it here on the channel. 60,000 people joined us last Sunday for that game against the Kansas City Chiefs. Even though it was a loss, though, the show certainly was successful. A big reason for that, a lot of people joined us on call-in after the game. It's like Twitter Spaces, but even better. So do me a favor, support the show and download the call-in app so that you can call into the show and interact with me, ask me a question, or just get your emotions off your chest like a lot of people did following that KC loss. If you want to download the app, you can do so on the App Store by scanning this QR code to your left. Or if you have an Android, Trace, let's show those QR codes. You can scan the QR code to your right on the Google Play Store. Also, the links to download the call-in app available in the comment section and the description of this video. If we get 100 people listening live, we will give out a free shirt. That show will also continue to air live on YouTube during our watch party as well. So we begin this mailbag with this one coming in from another really loyal subscriber in Chua. Should the 49ers address the offensive line in draft or free agency? I think it's a combination of both, right? I think that going into the draft, you're without a couple of picks now after the Trey Lance trade, after the McCaffrey trade. You can still find a very, very good center, which I think should be a point of emphasis in the third round, a guy who could be a plug-and-play starter. So many times we see some of these elite centers go in the second, third, fourth, and fifth rounds of the NFL draft. So some really good offensive linemen expected to be a part of this class. And then in free agency, if there's a center out there that you really like, go and get him. If there's a right tackle who's an upgrade over Mike McGlinchey, go out and get him. You have to improve this offensive line. There's no doubt about that. Aaron Banks still hasn't given up a sack this year. You know what you're going to get from Trent Williams. I like Spencer Burford, but center and right tackle concerns for me. I'm with you, Chua. George Shores, what up, George? Do you think that Kyle is purposely losing games with his bad play calling? Why would he do that? Why would he want the temperature beneath his seat to get ratcheted up? He does not want to purposely lose games because he understands that San Francisco has an opportunity to once again compete for the NFC title, compete in this division, as I still think they're the best team in the NFC West, and go after a Super Bowl championship. He's not purposely losing games because if he does, then his seat is going to continue to get hot and his job might be in jeopardy. Alberto Soto, SoFi is going to be called SoFi Cemetery because we're going to kill the Rams. Well, we already know it's Levi Stadium South. There is going to be a sea of red at SoFi Stadium. It is basically going to be a home away from home game. And hopefully with that, the Niners will be motivated. Hopefully with that, Matthew Stafford will have to go to a silent count like he had to do in the NFC Championship game last year in Week 8 to make it a difficult environment for the Rams to play in at their home stadium. You could talk about the Dallas Cowboys a couple of weeks ago taking over SoFi. Yeah, cool, whatever. It is nothing like the faithful taking over SoFi. So hopefully that gives this team the necessary juice that they need to turn this season around. Look, they started 3-5 last year. They won 10 games and made it to the NFL playoffs. The percentages of doing that, though, in back-to-back years, very, very small. So speaking of this game, let me know who you got. Get those game predictions into the comment section right now. And, of course, we'll show you love, as we always do, down below in the comment section. SF for the Niners, LAR for the Rams. I'm going San Francisco because they are the kryptonite for the Los Angeles Rams. Orlando Ventura. What's good, bro? What do you expect for Christian McCaffrey? I expect him to play a little bit more than he did against the Kansas City Chiefs. And Trace, if we could pop up his numbers against KC, that would be great, because in limited action, I was really impressed with what McCaffrey was able to do. Now, of course, we have to hope and pray that this guy is able to stay healthy this year to make good on that trade, and in future years as well. Hopefully McCaffrey's going to be able to do that, because this guy is a special playmaker when he's on the football field, and you saw that ability against KC. 8 carries, 38 yards, 2 catches, 24 yards. This dude is legit, and hopefully he is able to get some more snaps, because in turn, I think that makes this offense a lot more explosive. So great McCaffrey's performance against the Chiefs. Personally, I'm going to give him, a B in that range. If he had a touchdown, I'd give him an A, but honestly, he took advantage of his opportunities. Let me know right now once more in the comment section. Futuristic Old School with the $2 super chat. Thank you so much for your donation. It allows us to build our staff and build new studios like we just did here at Chat Sports. The coach is the problem. Let someone else call the plays. See, my problem with that, Kyle Shanahan has paid a lot of money. Kyle Shanahan's specialty is the offensive side of the football. If he has lost that type of zest, that's a problem for this organization moving forward, because who else is going to call the plays? Brian Griese, who's never been a coach in the NFL, who just came to the Niners out of the broadcast booth? That doesn't make a lot of sense, right? So is it going to be Bobby Slowak, who's the pass game coordinator? You don't have Mike McDaniel any longer. Would have been awesome to see him call the plays. Sometimes coaches do this. Andy Reid is considered to be the best play caller ever, maybe. And even him throughout his NFL career has given up and surrendered play calling duties. So maybe Shanahan just needs a better perspective, but this is supposed to be his specialty. This is supposed to be his strength, and up to this point, it has not been that this year. King of Hearts is next. The 49ers have released running back Tevin Coleman. Yes, they did that following the Christian McCaffrey trade. Now, maybe that roster transaction became official, but they did do that after that trade was made official. They let go of him, and he's not going to be a part of this team moving forward, as San Francisco doesn't really need Tevin Coleman any longer. Ernesto Ojeda, which players do you think need to step up before the Los Angeles Rams game? Jimmy Garoppolo can't throw the pick in the red zone. You get points there, and maybe the game is a little bit different. Kyle Shanahan, as I said, has to step up. He's not a player, but has to play better. So does Trent Williams. He was not good. He gave up that safety because Frank Clark on back-to-back plays beat him pretty badly. Now, of course, he was out the last couple of weeks. Hopefully he's a little bit healthier and more in tune with game action, so he has to be better. George Kittle can't drop a big third down conversion like he did against KC, which halted a drive. So those are some of the players. Tarvarius Ward, he got cooked, but I think a lot of that was because of injury. So a couple of guys there who certainly need to step up for San Francisco. It is a huge game, so let's make some noise. If you're not going to be at SoFi Stadium, for our watch parties, we like to make it the best atmosphere outside of being at the game. So a lot of people are going to be making noise at SoFi. If you can't make noise at SoFi, make some noise in the comment section. Beat LA. Beat LA. Beat LA. Let's get those good vibes going in the lead up to kickoff. Julian Rost, what's good, brother? Chase, not a huge fan of the Trey negative vibes. He needs more reps. Do you see Trey's play similar to Jalen Hurts? Maybe, but here's where Hurts is different as compared to Trey Lance. Hurts got playing time. Hurts got reps. Hurts got to learn the rigors of what it's like to be a quarterback in this league. Trey has not played at all at North Dakota State, and very sparingly so far with the San Francisco 49ers. So this guy needs reps. He needs experience. He needs just playing time to see that he could be that player that the 49ers had envisioned when they took him number 3 in the 2021 NFL draft. Hurts got those reps. Trey Lance is not. That's why I'm concerned about him. But Jalen Hurts got a lot better. He improved his accuracy. He's improved his completion percentage. And so far this NFL season, he's been a bona fide MVP candidate. Trey Lance has even more talent than Jalen Hurts, too. Cole X, do you think we might trade for Mac Jones? I don't think it's going to happen in the lead up to the NFL trade deadline. Him as a backup to start learning this system to get ahead of the curve would certainly be nice. Maybe after the year, if Jimmy Garoppolo is a disaster and San Francisco is really worried about Trey Lance as a quarterback in this league. Look, I don't think there's any secret that Kyle Shanahan really likes Mac Jones. I don't think there's any secret this organization really likes him. He is a scheme fit because he can get the ball out quick and very accurately and rely on this ground game that is the backbone of this offense. So we'll see. It's certainly fascinating, no doubt. Sir Juju, last question in this mailbag. Hopefully you bring good juju to San Francisco. Special teams need to step the F up and help out. Totally agree. Special teams have been completely underwhelming this year. Special teams have been very, very frustrating. Brian Schneider was supposed to come here and improve on a special teams unit that last year was middle of the pack in the National Football League. And so far, that has not happened. I lied to you about that being the last question because, of course, we have to feature the super chat that just came in right before the buzzer. Dust. I think the game against the Chiefs was the pinnacle of what the Niners should measure themselves against. With that being said, we sucked. There's really no other way to put it. San Francisco sucked against the Kansas City Chiefs. They got taken to the woodshed. Kyle Shanahan, D'Amico Ryans, they were outclassed, outcoached, outmaneuvered, and outworked by Andy Reid and Steve Spagnuolo. There's no other way to put it. I promise you I will always keep it real here on the show, and we're just keeping it real right now because those right there, folks, are facts, and you should be frustrated. Gold Digger 1849, $2 super chat. Do you remember where Beat LA came from? It was from the Boston Celtics way back in the day, right? Beat LA during those infamous Celtics-Lakers rivalries? I think so. Correct me if I'm wrong, Gold Digger. Did it come from Niner fans way back in the day before my time? Either way, let me know. I love to be informed. All right, thanks to everybody for contributing to that mailbag. Coming up next on the show, more than 400 people watching live, a great audience right now. Thanks to everybody for tuning in. We are going to give us your keys to the game for the Niners to beat the Los Angeles Rams. Gold Digger, the 76ers and Lakers. Okay, 76ers and Lakers is where that chant came from. I told you. Inform me. Let me know. Renee Cruz, I hate my team this year. Will you love them back, though, if they beat the Rams, go into the bye week with some good vibes, get the good mojo flowing, and then they end up making the playoffs? That's part of what makes the NFL so great. It's really the roller coaster ride that it is. And the NFL season certainly is a roller coaster ride. And this is what we do know, folks. The Niners have the talent to be a very good team this year. That's why so many people are fed up and frustrated because they're failing to reach expectations early in the season just like they were last year. But if they turn it around, look out because the NFC is wide, wide open. All right, we have a couple of wheel spins to get to, right? Every $5 or more super chat that we get, we'll spin the wheel here. And also, if we get to $100 in super chats total, I will drink a beer out of the 49ers mug. A couple of $2 super chats that we got to during the mailbag. Can you get to that one $5 super chat that came in, though, Trace? Let's show that, and we'll spin the wheel here. Spinning the wheel for Dust from which it came? Spin the wheel for Dust. Thanks, bro. Let's see what it lands on. It's a good wheel spin. Beat LA again. All right. Ready? Say it together. Put it into the comment section. We're getting the good vibes going right now. Beat LA. Beat LA. Beat LA. Beat LA. Let's go. 27 likes away from 200. Make sure you pepper that thumbs up icon, smash that thing. And because we got a couple of $2 super chats, let's get to that one from Eddie Griss there. Trace, I'm going to spin the wheel again here. This time I'm going to put it on the table because a couple of wheel spins. We got Beat LA both times. Let's see if I don't hold it, if it goes somewhere else. Beat LA again. Is this thing rigged? I'm going to spin it.
It's like last time it was rigged, so we freestyled a ton.
Pillow talk. Trace, I got to hit you with the Niner pillow.
All right, I'm
So you got to come on
I'm
camera.
coming.
It's pillow talk, but it's not the nice kind. We're hitting producer Trace with the Niner pillow. Hopefully the 49ers will also smack and hit the Los Angeles Rams. That's pillow talk right there. You weren't ready for it. That net snapped back, man. Grade the smack because the Niners got to bring the smack down to the Los Angeles Rams. A, B, C, D, or F. What'd you think about the smack? $15 in Super Chats right now. If the Super Chats keep coming in, by the way, we could do a little 49ers Report happy hour after the show. $100 in total. Yeah. We'll fill up the beer mug. I'll drink out of that. Another $5 coming in from the 16 Bar King. 16 Bar King. Let's see what type of bars he has now. Failed to Kansas City. I like how he spelled that too, Trace. Kansas City. Some people were calling them the Kansas City Queefs. That was also funny. Failed to Kansas City, but look the tariff, right? Am I reading that right? But took the tariff. Bars Marley about the tax Rams and Sheriffs. That's pretty good too. That's pretty good too. So 16 Bar King, he's our resident rapper here. I'm spinning the wheel again. See where it lands. Okay, nice. We get to hit the baby bottle here because Kyle Shanahan is Sean McVay's daddy, and hopefully he's his daddy once again. Kyle Shanahan has won 7 of 8 against Sean McVay. Let's hope that it happens again. If we get a $50 Super Chat, by the way, I'll just drink a beer out of this. I'll drink a beer out of the baby bottle. I'll do that for a $50 Super Chat. I'll drink a beer out of the baby bottle for a $50 Super Chat. We ain't never scared here on the Niners Report. McVay is Kyle's daddy. McVay is Super Bowl champion. One-on-one matchup, though, Jim Everett. One-on-one matchup, 7 of the last 8. I think that's daddy territory. I do think that. All right, coming up next on the show, it's been great to chop it up with everybody. Going to give you my keys to a Niners win against the Los Angeles Rams and also take some more of your questions. So if you have a Super Chat or if you have a question on the back half of this segment, we'll feature it on the show. We'll get to that Super Chat that came in from Skurs11 during the mailbag, but I'll spin the wheel for you right now. Spinning the wheel. Freestyle. Skurs11, appreciate the Super Chat. Hopefully the Niners offense is flying like a bat. Zooming down the highway, full speed throttle. Kyle Shanahan is Sean McVay's daddy. Hit the bottle. The wheel. It always brings about a lot of fun. 16 Bar King. Let me know what you think of those bars. All right, coming up next, Rams Niners preview. More of your questions. Let's get to it right now. Coming your way on the San Francisco 49ers Report, we're going to preview this game against the Los Angeles Rams and also take your questions and your Super Chats as they come in. First, though, today's show, presented by LinkedIn Talent Solutions. If you're running a business out there and you want to post your job for free and you want to end the 2022 calendar year on the right note, you can really find some quality candidates with LinkedIn Talent Solutions. Head to linkedin.com/NFL Daily to post your job for free today. We'll put that link in the comment section and the description of this video. A reminder before we get started, though, we will be doing a watch party against the Los Angeles Rams. The previous matchup between these two rival teams in the NFC West, 90,000 people joined us on our last watch party. Hopefully we can overtake that number this week. In order to do that, make sure you subscribe and turn on your notifications and get into the comment section right now and type FLA, FLA, FLA. It's a huge game for both San Francisco and Los Angeles at what is going to be Levi Stadium South, right outside of Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium. A sea of red expected to be on hand. So coming your way on the show, do just want to relay some of my keys to the game in a victory that would take place if the 49ers do all of these things against LA. And then also, we're going to be taking your questions. And the 49ers are road favorites in this game. The spread coming in right now at -1. The over-under set at 43. Kickoff set for 4:25 p.m. Eastern, 1:25 p.m. Pacific. If you're going to this game, let us know in the comment section, because if you send us a video or a picture during Sunday's watch party, we'll get you featured on the show. So my keys to the game. Kyle Shanahan has to continue to own Sean McVay. He has won 7 of his last 8 against McVay. That lone loss coming in the NFC Championship game, which a lot of people are still very, very salty about. But Kyle Shanahan has been Sean McVay's daddy, and he has to continue to be Sean McVay's daddy. And we'll be drinking out of the baby bottle if Kyle Shanahan is able to take down McVay once again. And we know that Kyle Shanahan used to be McVay's boss, and he has been the boss man over McVay. But Kyle Shanahan no doubt has to be better. He has to coach against the rest of the National Football League like he coaches against Sean McVay. And these numbers are very, very troubling, and this is why a lot of people are fed up with Kyle Shanahan. During his Niners tenure and this year, when down at halftime, San Francisco since 2017, 7-30. This year, 0-2. They've been down at recess in back-to-back games against the Atlanta Falcons and the Kansas City Chiefs. When the Niners are down going into the fourth quarter, this year, 0-2. All-time in the Shanahan San Francisco era, 4-31, as these numbers continue to be abysmal. Down 3+ points after 3 quarters. Since 2017, the San Francisco 49ers are 1-30. Next key to the game. San Francisco simply just has to clean it up. They have to play a clean ball game against the Rams. Just like the Niners are desperate for a win, the Rams are also desperate. Just like the Niners have gotten off to a slow start, so too have the Los Angeles Rams. And this division right now is up for grabs. You're telling me that the Seattle Seahawks are better than San Francisco with Geno Smith as the quarterback? I'm not buying it. They may have killed this draft. They might be playing good complementary football. They're not a better team than San Francisco, as we saw as evidence in week 2. So this division is up for grabs, but if you continue to turn the football over, if you continue to be one of the more off-penalized teams in the NFL, that's a recipe for disaster. And all of these numbers right here, unacceptable. San Francisco, 57 penalties this year. That's tied for the 5th most in the NFL. 27 of those penalties coming on the offensive side of the football. That's 9th worst in the NFL. 23 defensive penalties, tied for 9th. 7 special teams penalties, that's tied for 7th. And 350 penalty yards, that is 12th in the NFL. That comes down to the coach. San Francisco has to clean it up. Also, how about this one? Return of the defense. Look, after the first several weeks of the year, we were talking about this Niners defense as being historic, one of the best in franchise history, maybe being the best Niners defense since you go back to 2012 when Patrick Willis and Navarro Bowman were on that team. The 2019 defense was great, but I don't think they had the level of playmakers that this defense has. But you would never know that if you tuned into the Niners games against Atlanta and against KC. The 49ers defense has been thrashed, dominated, and embarrassed in consecutive weeks. More keys against the Los Angeles Rams. Got to pressure Matthew Stafford. Niner fans know that when you generate a pass rush on Matthew Stafford, when you muddy the pocket, when you have defenders flying around his feet, in his face, he's going to turn the football over like he did in that first matchup when Talanoa Hufanga brought that pick 6 back for the touchdown. Limit Cooper Kupp. This year, he's averaging more than 100 yards per game through the air, but he's really their only weapon. So if you limit him and force Stafford to throw to the inept up to this point, Allen Robinson or Tyler Higbee, this Niners defense can once again get on track. Ball security, as I said, going to be important. When you lose the turnover battle, you lose 80% of the games in the NFL. The offense has to just show up and be a little bit more consistent. Outside of the opening script, this Niners offense has been really lackluster, mediocre, and average this year. Outside of those first couple of drives when Kyle Shanahan is able to script those plays out and the Niners practice it, the lack of adjustments has been troubling, and the second quarter, or a second half offense, I should say, has not been good. And since Christian McCaffrey is going to be with this team by game time for more than a week, utilize him a little bit more. Get creative with your usage of Christian McCaffrey. Run some screenplays for him. Run him in between the tackles. Run him outside of the tackles. Most importantly, though, Use him on third downs. The Niners didn't do that at all against KC. And use him as a decoy to free up Brandon Ayuk, to free up Deebo Samuel, to help out George Kittle and alleviate the pressure off Jimmy Garoppolo. So who you got in this game? Get those predictions in right now before we start taking your questions. SF for the Niners, LAR for the Los Angeles Rams. Let me know. We want to hear from the faithful. As I mentioned off the top of the show, 49ers Report is presented by LinkedIn Talent Solutions. If you're an employer out there, you can post your job for free at linkedin.com/NFL Daily. And these days, every new potential hire can feel like a high-stakes wager for your small business. You want to be 100% certain that you have access to the best qualified candidates available. That's why you have to check out LinkedIn Jobs. LinkedIn Jobs helps find the right people for your team faster and for free. Then you add your job and the purple hiring frame to your LinkedIn profile to spread the word that you're hiring. And here, it's about to be November, folks. If you're running a business, you want to see your business finish strong during this calendar year. And for us at Chat Sports, it's no different. We've been able to add to our staff thanks to all of your support of the Niners Report, and we've been able to make quality hires like producer Trace and myself thanks to LinkedIn Talent Solutions. Simple tools like screening questions make it easy to focus on the right candidates with just the right skills and experience. So post your job for free at linkedin.com/NFL Daily. Terms and conditions apply. We will put that link in the comment section and the description of this video. We're going to continue to move forward on today's show by answering some of your questions about this football game coming up and about this football team in general. Dust with another $5 super chat. I think the game against the Chiefs, the pinnacle of what the Niners should measure themselves against. With that being said, we sucked. And Dust, I agree with you. The Chiefs showed on Sunday, in the game of the weekend, by the way, just how good they are and the measuring stick for what it's like to be an elite team. And San Francisco hung with KC through the first three quarters, so the Niners showed that they're not far away from being that elite team. They just have to be better at the end of the day. Orlando, Niners should trade for Greedy Williams for some cornerback help. I covered that earlier in this week, and I totally agree on our Monday show. Greedy Williams is a player who, Niner fans won't like to hear this, has been injured a lot, but was drafted in the second round out of LSU. In 2021, he had 10 pass breakups. This year, he started the year on IR, so he's only played 2 games up to this point. But the talent is there, the pedigree is there, and the Niners have a need there at cornerback because since Emmanuel Mosley went down, this pass defense in the secondary has not been good. IFR Dries for Denmark. We should trade for offensive line talent, which teams and who should be in play, not just depth, something elite if we were to go all in. Now, the Niners basically went all in with Christian McCaffrey. And honestly, the offensive line has been a little bit better than some people had anticipated. Aaron Banks has not given up a sack this year. I think that Spencer Burford at right guard has been solid. Trent Williams is an all-pro when he's healthy. He didn't play like that against KC. I have a feeling he'll play like that against the Rams. But IFR Dries, you're right, center and right tackle. Here's the issue with that. You want to make a trade for Andre Dillard for the Philadelphia Eagles, you might have to give up a first or second round pick. The Niners don't have that any longer. If you want to trade for a center, you can't do that because centers are few and far between to get, especially midseason, because other teams are trying to hone in on that position. So when it comes down to center, not a lot of guys available there. Julian Ross, what's good, brother? Chase, with the remaining schedule, your take on the win-loss record. Now, I said at the start of the year that the 49ers would win about 10 games. I still think that's in play. They've won 3 as of now. They're sitting at 3-4, 7 games total with 10 left to play. So I do think they could still finish with about 10 wins. I see Marcos Garcia in the comment section here. Get off Trent's nipples. He keeps getting hurt in penalties. Well, it's funny that you say that, Marcos Garcia, because last year he was the highest graded player in football. I hope you're sitting down for this. He was the highest graded player in football. Played a lot of games last year. Has he gotten hurt? Yes. He also plays in the trenches. Was he good against KC? He was not. And I just said that. So I'm keeping it real. And if you want to keep it real with me, I'll keep it real as well with some numbers that prove that he's the best left tackle in the game, which he is. IFR Dries, this is the content I stay awake for at midnight. Not only do you have the news and the rumors before anybody else, you also provide us with this elite entertainment. Love you guys. For Denmark, Hey, appreciate you, man. And look, a lot of people get into the comment section and say, Chase, why do you talk about these rumors? These things will never happen. We were ahead of the Christian McCaffrey trade before any other Niners rumor out there, before any other Niners channel out there. We were talking about the Christian McCaffrey trade weeks ago. So we were ahead of the game, and I told you, it's a possibility. And also, if you look at the last several months of what's transpired in the NFL, did people think that Devontae Adams was going to get traded to the Raiders? Did people predict that Tyreek Hill was going to get traded to the Dolphins? Did people think that Tom Brady was going to come out of retirement? That Deshaun Watson was going to get dealt? That Russell Wilson would be traded to the Denver Broncos? Nobody expected those things to happen. But in a very lucrative business like this, teams are becoming more and more aggressive to try to capitalize on their Super Bowl windows, and that's exactly what teams do and are starting to do in the National Football League. So these rumors, they do happen. Of course, some of them don't, but we were ahead of the game with the Christian McCaffrey trade, and like IFR Dree said, that's why you subscribe. All right, we'll take your Super Chats, and we'll stay live as long as those Super Chats continue to come in. Skurs with that $5 Super Chat. Let's get to that. Skurs, we'll spin the wheel again for you. Skurs 11 with the 5-piece. Oh, man, this is juicy. Jimmy, Kyle, Bosa for Aaron Rodgers or Brady and alignment. Bring Buckner back somehow. Yeah, can you put this in the cut? Yeah. Final question coming in from Skurs. It's a $5 Super Chat. This is very juicy right here. Jimmy, Kyle, Bosa for Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady and an offensive lineman. Also, bring back DeForest Buckner somehow. So, Skurs, let's start to break this down a little bit. Jimmy Garoppolo is entering the final year of his deal, and is in the final year of his deal, excuse me. So, you can't really trade him away because he doesn't have trade value. Now, Kyle Shanahan trading him and Nick Bosa for Aaron Rodgers is something I imagine the Green Bay Packers would look at and say, look, we can replace Matt LaFleur. We can get a premier edge rusher. And if we don't want Aaron Rodgers anymore, and if he doesn't want to be here, he's basically on a year-to-year basis, we can trade Aaron Rodgers to his childhood team because he, like Tom Brady, grew up in Northern California. But I think that Aaron Rodgers would want to come to the San Francisco 49ers to play with Kyle Shanahan. As for Tom Brady, he liked Jimmy G in the final year of his deal. So I don't think you'd have to give up that much for Tom Brady. I had tweeted this out somewhat jokingly this week. Tom Brady, with how bad things are in Tampa Bay, he should demand a trade to San Francisco. I said this after the game on Sunday. If Brady hits free agency and he still wants to play, the Niners flirted with bringing him in before he went to Tampa Bay a couple of years ago. He wanted to play for Kyle Shanahan. If he wants to continue to play football, I'm all in on bringing in Tom Brady to the Niners. He grew up in San Mateo. He was at the stick for the catch. He idolized Joe Montana. Bring the kid home. All right. Any more Super Chats that we get, we will continue to stay live and we'll spin the wheel. Any Super Chat that we get, we're going to spin the wheel. We said $5 earlier. Any Super Chat that we get, we'll spin the wheel. So we're spinning the wheel here for Skurs. Hit the bottle. We're going to do that because Kyle Shanahan has won 7 of 8 against Sean McVay. So we're bringing out the baby bottle. We're going to hit the bong. A lot of people like to do that in the comment section. Hit the bottle. Kyle Shanahan, hopefully he continues to own Sean McVay and be his daddy. Any more Super Chats that come in, we'll stay live. If not, we'll sign off. Spy V, I sub because I like messing with this alcohol fetal syndrome looking mother effer. Wow. Thank you. I appreciate that, Spy V. Is that Spy V Nick Danger? Are you the same profile? Did you get blocked earlier and now you made another profile? You think that I care about what you say? I don't. I love my life. If you want to make fun of how I look, that's your problem. And that's just weird at the end of the day. Spy V, thank you for your support, though. Eddie Griss, beat LA, beat LA, beat LA. Dust with another $5 Super Chat. See what Dust has to say again. Jakey Ludovina, that dude is a weirdo. He is very weird. He must wake up in a negative headspace every single day. That must suck. Spy V, I love you, brother. What? You just called me a fetal syndrome looking mother effer, and now you're saying I love you. Are you bipolar? Dust, $5. People keep talking about injuries, but if you have one of the most talented teams in the NFL, then there is no excuse, so then it falls on Kyle Shanahan. Yes and no. If you suffer a lot of injuries, there's no doubt about that it alters and changes your plans for that season. But the 49ers, you're right, Dust, they do have a very deep roster. And that is up to Kyle Shanahan to maximize the team. But you think that Bill Belichick would ever use injuries as an excuse for the team not reaching expectations? He always goes by that philosophy, next man up. And while the Niners have suffered so many injuries, they've been top 10 in injury rate every single year that Kyle Shanahan has been the head coach. They still have been talented, and still he has been underwhelming. So I see where you're coming from on both fronts. Bang! Devin Johnson, $20 super chat. That gets us $50 away from drinking a beer out of the Niners mug.
48!
Now we're $48 away. Mr. Block Ice with the 2. Let's go back to the 20. Oh, it is there. Okay, I thought I saw 2 there. Devin Johnson, fire Kyle Shanahan. Look, if he doesn't make the playoffs this year, I guarantee you Jed York and John Lynch are going to have those conversations. The only thing with that is, though, John Lynch and Kyle are very tight. John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan came here together in 2017, and they've been able to build a good roster. They've made it to 2 NFC Championship games in 3 years. And look, this is a marathon, not a sprint. The NFL season is long. It is arduous. It is rocky. It is a roller coaster ride. There are 10 games left. You beat the Los Angeles Rams yet again to make it 8 of 9 for Shanahan over McVay. A lot of people will be back. So the course of your season and the outlook of it can change in a blink. But the margin for error is very, very small. Mr. Block Ice with the $2 super chat. Mr. Block Ice, how hot is the seat for Shanahan and Lynch? I kind of mentioned it there. I'd say it's like lukewarm right now. I think this organization believes in him. I really do. Corey Williams, stop chanting beat LA. It's offensive. It's a basketball chant. Second, there are plenty of Niner fans from LA. That's the main reason why it's all red at SoFi, not from a bunch of traveling NorCal fans. Dude, it's a joke. And it is the chant that every other sports team in all major sports chants when they're taking on Los Angeles. So let's spin the wheel there for the $20 super chat that came in from Devin. Oh. Here, let me put this on the table. It's a little bit easier. All right, spinning the wheel again. Devin, the homie. Let's spin the wheel. We'll see where it lands. Uh-oh. Corey's going to hate this. Beat LA! Beat LA! Beat LA! Is beat LA offensive? We're going to make that the poll question here. With what? Beat LA?
Beat LA!
Beat LA! Beat LA! Is beat LA offensive?
From Eddie. I am from LA, and it does not offend me.
Is beat LA offensive? Yes? No, that's our new poll question here. Everybody type a beat LA in the comment section. Core, we appreciate you. We love you. But it's not offensive, my man. Eddie Griss, he said so. David Corona, he lives in Los Angeles, and he always says that as well. FLA? Should we say that? Baby Cakes is. All right. Ray Barrios, what did he say? Corey, also, NoCal, 49er fans generally don't accept SoCal Niner fans, so not sure if SoCal Niner fans are aware of this. We got a battle in the comment section here. I'm a Niner fan from Carson, California. NorCal all the way. NorCal all the way. NorCal all the way. All right. Any super chats that come in, we're spinning the wheel. We're $48 away from me drinking a beer out of the Niner mug. If we get to $100, I'll do that. We're at $52 in super chats right now. Kind of wrapped up the show. P! Pushing P! That gets us...
Turn me up, P!
$43 away. $43 away from $100 in super chats. In case you're just joining the show, we've been live for more than an hour. We went through all of our segments. Now it's 49ers Report Happy Hour. We're just hanging with the crew. All right, P, I believe in Kyle. I don't believe in our offensive coordinator. It's a team even when it comes down to the coaches. Beat weak-ass LA, LOL, not sorry, Corey. Look, here's the thing, though, with what you said, P. Kyle Shanahan is the team's offensive coordinator. He is, because he calls the plays. The 49ers don't have an offensive coordinator. Anthony Lynn is the associate head coach. Bobby Slowak is the pass game coordinator, and Brian Griese is the quarterback's coach. So they don't technically have an offensive coordinator because Shanahan does call the plays. Eddie Griss, $1 super chat. That gets us $41 away from drinking a beer out of the Niners mug. What? Spin the wheel for P. I did not forget. We're going to spin the wheel right now for P. Spinning the wheel. Freestyle rap. Freestyle rap. Eddie Griss. Let me think. Freestyle rap for, wait, is this for P, right? All right. My boy P is pushing P. He keeps it real. We call him a G. Niner faithful, it's always bang, bang, Niner gang. 49ers going to SoFi, coming through with the bang! Because Corey Williams sent in a $20 super chat. Gets us to $78. Let's go! Right on cue. I was about to say bang, and then Corey Williams comes through with the 20. Corey! $20 super chat. Hey, appreciate it, bro. Sending in the super sticker. Thank you, Corey. No, Mike Concha, don't call him soft. He's not. He's not. Hey, Michael! With the 10. All right, let's spin the wheel for the homie Corey. Corey, we appreciate you. Hey, if you agree on everything, what's the point, right? Corey, no way, dude. Guess where it landed? Corey, beat LA. We'll bring out the baby bottle here because Kyle Shanahan, McVay's daddy, beat LA, beat LA, beat LA, beat LA. That's like poetic justice right there, Corey. I'm sorry, man. You even have to laugh at that. You have to laugh at that. All right, Michael with the 10. We all need to be accountable. The whole team, everyone. Exactly. Exactly. Look, if the 49ers were not humbled by what transpired and what happened against the Kansas City Chiefs, then what's going on? I mean, do they even have any types of feelings? Do they even care about their job? Sean McVay, D'Amico Ryans, Brian Griese, this entire coaching staff, the entire roster, they should be embarrassed about what happened against the Kansas City Chiefs. They stuck with them through 3 quarters. Now, I have a problem with how the Niners settled for 3 and a bunch of field goals from Robbie Gould instead of 7. And they stuck with KC for 3 quarters, but that's not good enough. You got to play full 60 minutes. You have to prove that with a Super Bowl capable roster that you're capable of winning a Super Bowl. And to do that, you have to measure yourself up against a team like the Kansas City Chiefs. And in that final quarter, the game got out of hand so quickly. Like, what's wild is that we were live for our watch party. More than 60,000 people joined us, $800 in super chats. It got out of hand so quickly that people lost hope. They lost faith in a blink. And before we knew it, we were like, wait, what just happened there? And that's the thing about the Chiefs. They're like the Golden State Warriors, who a lot of San Francisco people are very familiar with. It could be a close game. They could be down, and then in an instant, like the Warriors, draining a bunch of threes, Patrick Mahomes hits a couple of deep balls. Travis Kelce, Mecole Hardman, Juju Smith-Schuster. They all start coming through with these splash plays, and before you know it, you're getting dominated and big played, and the air gets taken out of the team and the stadium. That's exactly what happened on Sunday. All right, for Michael, we're spinning the wheel again. Every super chat that we get, we're spinning the wheel here. Freestyle. It's up to Trace to freestyle now, so turn on that mic. Give us a freestyle there, Trizzy.
Shout out to our boy Mikey. He sent in that super chat. Oh, what's his name? I forgot the guy. Who was saying that?
Corey.
It's Corey. Okay, all right, let me run it back.
Yeah.
Oh, shout out Mikey for sending that super chat. Our boy Corey saying FLA is whack. But don't get to scheming. We just stay rhyming. Just be patient. It's almost Trey Lance's timing. Kyle Shanahan is going to keep it running with C-Mac. Hey, Debo's going to be down there, and they're going to be an attack.
Bang.
At SoFi Stadium, the Niners are going to get a dub. Shout out to the Niner gang, and let's have some fun.
And we show you some love. Let's go. Hey, we spin the wheel. It landed on the freestyle. 16 Bar King, where you at? It's been a little while. Also, $10 away from drinking a beer out of the beer mug. $10 away from drinking a beer out of the beer mug. We get to 100, we'll do that. Renee Cruz, Ice T. Ice T, you see me. I'm hanging out with the Niner gang. This is my family. Let's go Niners. Let's go Niners. That's coming in from Dust. Robert Slavin, $2 super chat. We'll spin the wheel again. Robbie! Spinning the wheel for Robbie. Another freestyle. Robbie. Oh, 5 from Michael. We'll spin the wheel after that. All right. Super chat coming in from Robert Slavin. 49ers ground game is humming. Some might call it they're on the ground paving. Kyle Shanahan, I hope he gets his stuff together. He's Sean McVay's daddy. We're going to hit the bottle and make that noise patty. That was a bad freestyle by me. We're just having fun, though. All right, another super chat coming in. Michael, again, I'm a diehard Niner fan from last year. We were 3-4, 3-5, even worse to start the year. Went to the NFC Championship game. We will be all right. Bang, bang, Niner gang. All right, we'll spin the wheel again. Hopefully I don't have to freestyle because that was bad. Oh! 16 Bar King. 16 Bar King.
16 Bar King. 16 Bar King.
Let's go. Let's see what 16 Bar said here. I'll spin the wheel for Michael and then 16 Bar. Let's see. Hit the bottle. Kyle Shanahan got to continue to be Sean McVay's daddy. 16 Bar King. Let's spin the wheel for him, and hopefully it lands on the freestyle. Then we'll just sing his. It does! 16 Bar King. He is going to freestyle for us. All right. 16 Bar King. Hand it to me. I'll throw it back like liquor. Not eating off my plate. Flea flicker.
That's
fire.
Bars.
That's fire.
Bars.
Sam Young with another 10.
Bars.
Sam Young with the 10. Let's go, Sammy. Beat LA. Bang, bang, Niner gang. Beat LA. Bang, bang, Niner gang. David Loans. That's a big, fat-ass bottle. Was that Bosa's bottle as a kid? Probably. Probably. That's good stuff, man. Sam Young, we'll spin the wheel for you, and then P came in with another soup. It's going to be freestyle again. Oh, my gosh. Freestyle again. Freestyle again. They call it the Bang Bang Niner Gang. You're on my family. Hopefully the Niners bring that peace like a yin-yang. We're live on the 49ers Report, and we have that rapport. Ian Rappaport, don't be a...
A bore? A snore?
A snore.
A door? What is it, Chase? I'm anticipating. I gotta know.
Dust said 16 bars can flow with the freestyle on the mic. He's moving with the freestyle like he's on a bike. His rhymes are so sweet, like a Mike and Ike. All right, Sam Young, we spun for him. P will spin for you. Spin the wheel for P. Who's pushing P? You see me? Now it's up to Trace. It's up to Trace to freestyle now.
P wants to know how much for 24 hours. And boy, we gonna get a case and have a power hour. Because when we get up in the stew, we ain't going home. And whenever we get on the mic, it come off the dome. Just like 16 Bar King, you know we got them bars. And just like my boy P, he's driving in his car. Check the profile picture. Yeah, I'm spitting facts. It's your boy Trizzy Trace, Chase Sr., and we don't keep it whack like that man. I'm not gonna say his name because I don't know if we're cool. He's got a Niners YouTube channel, but he sometimes acts the fool. Chase Sr.'s the realest. Jersey Trace keeps it a buck. Abby's in the doorway, and she's like, man, what the fuck?
That is good stuff right there.
Bars!
16-bar king against Trizzy Trace. It's a battle right now. 16-bar king, where you at? Where you at? All right, we spun it for P. Any more supers? We'll spin it again. I do have to drink a beer out of the Niner mug. So I'll send that message to the homies.
Guys, grade the freestyles. Grade the freestyles.
Grade the freestyles. A, B, C, D, or F. We're dropping bars.
We're not dropping bars. We're hammering bars.
Yeah, we're hammering bars. Yeah, 16-bar king is here. 16-bar king is here. In the studio to my right, his name is Jeremy Chuggs. He's always got that pen. We call him the plug. Oh, man. Can you get me a beer, by the way, please? Thank you. Just one beer is fine. Nah, just me. I just have to drink a beer out of this because we got to $100 in Super Chats. You guys should record from Jakey Ludovina. Hayda Kiyama, sick bars. Gaming with Nate. Hi, Chase. What up? Fire Kyle now. Mir, Vahaba. Doesn't like Shanahan. Put that shit up on SoundCloud. What's the AB one? Put that shit on.
Put that shit on. Put that shit on.
All right, I'm drinking a beer out of the mug coming up. If anybody has any more Super Chats, we'll spin the wheel. We'll continue to stay alive as long as the soups come in. G-Rod, you guys are hilarious. Thank you. Kang Pei. Chase, what's up? My man. IFR Dries, just one beer. It's fine. Famous last words. Made you a little fun pick. Sent you on Twitter. Okay, let's see. I don't think we'll get 1,000 like we did for CMC. Run CMC. You see me. He takes it to the house. That's the cribby.
Kelsey's saying that this is clickbait. But what about this is clickbait? We're dropping bars and dropping knowledge. Like, what about this is clickbait?
I didn't know an hour, 20-minute show was clickbait when we did 3 segments, and now we're just hanging out with the faithful.
What happened?
Jakey Ludovina, see you guys later. Have a good day. Thank you. SF49 for life. Chase, 3-way trade. Mac to Tampa Bay. Brady to San Francisco. Jimmy to New England. That would be something. That'd be something. All right, past $100 in Super Chats. We'll take down a beer out of the beer mug. Myra, $2 Super Chat. Thank you for your donation. Mir, love you, Chase, all the way from Israel. Love you, too. Mira, we'll spin the wheel for you. I'm from SoCal. Beat LA. Beat LA. See, that's the motto, especially on a week like this when it's rivalry week. Spin the wheel again for Mira. Hey, how fitting is that? It lands on Beat LA for Mira. So, let's do it. Beat LA. Beat LA. Beat LA. Beat LA. Thank you, Mira. 16-bar king is back. Can't see it till I reveal it. 16K gold bars. Can't steal it. Yes, sir. 16-bar king. Make that an L3. 16-bar king is a legend. 16-bar king is a legend. All right. Beer out of the beer mug because we got past $100 in Super Chats. Appreciate the support of your donations, everybody. Really helps the channel grow. Us here at Chat Sports grow as well. So your donations do go a long way, and we appreciate you.
Chug, 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 chug. Chase. Wow. Okay.
It's too easy.
There you go.
Can't believe I drank that fast. P, pushing P again. 16-bar king. He's a legend. P, put that shit on. That should be on the wheel. I'll put it on there for you, P. What do we take off? We could take off Pillow Talk.
Gladly.
We could take off Pillow Talk.
Please.
Yeah, because I smacked Trace with the pillow. I'll do it for you, P. That's right. I will. Remind me. Put that ish on. Put that shit on. All right. I'll spin it. If it lands on this the first time, that'd be pretty legendary. Spinning the wheel. Where will it land? Freestyle. Freestyle again. Oh, okay. Another freestyle. Drinking beers on the show. They call us some real ones. Appreciate the support. You're all real ones. You subscribe to us here on the 49ers Report. I drop some dimes to my homies because we have that rapport. We're throwing touchdowns all day. When we celebrate, it's hip, hip, hooray. Hopefully the Niners beat the Rams, and then they call them the Lambs. I'm running out of bars here. Let's bring Cam in. What do you mean, Michael? Oh, Cam Jordan? Is that who you're talking about? All right, IFR Drees. Let's see. Oh, this is pretty epic. IFR Drees.
Are you meaning Cam Akers or Cam Jordan?
IFR Drees made me this photo, and it's me as Eminem. So I'm actually gonna put that in the system there, Trace, because that's a pretty epic photo right there. IFR Drees. David Bundy. You want to read that out, Trace?
All right, David Bundy. I only love two teams in baseball: the San Francisco Giants, and any team beating the LA Dodgers. Yes, baseball, but it is LA. Let's go.
Thank you for your $5 super chat, David. Thanks for tuning in, homie. So I'm a Philadelphia Phillies fan. So the Giants have owned the Philadelphia Phillies for a long time. That 2010 NLCS broke my heart. I was at the Roy Halladay no-hitter in Philly in the 2010 NLDS. And you're thinking, man, with this rotation for the Phillies, they're going to dominate. They're going to win the World Series. And then your San Francisco Giants took down the Phillies. So credit to you, David Bundy. But now, to see the Phillies in the World Series is awesome. All right. Do they have a chance against the Astros? They're definitely going to be underdogs. All right. Trace, I'm putting that photo in now. We'll go full screen with it. All thanks to IFR Drees for Denmark. Eddie Griss. Chase, I'll be at the game. Looking forward to DMing you some picks. LFG, 49ers Report by Chat Sports. Hey, hit me up, Twitter and Instagram, at Chase_senior. Eddie. My man. What'd you say? Eddie. My man. David Bundy, we got to spin the wheel for you. Why isn't this thing spinning? I put it in photo. Yeah, should show up soon. All right, David Bundy. We're spinning the wheel for you, my guy. All right, beat LA. Beat LA. Beat LA. Beat LA. Beat LA. Sammy! Sammy with the 10. Sammy. P with another 2. Tevin Coleman released. Yeah, we talked about that earlier. We did talk about that earlier. Sam Young with the 10. 49ers are the Rams slaughters. Beat LA. Beat LA. Beat LA. P with the $2 super chat. Tevin Coleman released. 2 spins of the wheel coming up for y'all. Let's see. Put that shit on. Hey, P, this is for you. Put that shit on. Put that shit on. Put that shit on. All right, one more for P because he was next up. Let's see. Where will it land? Freestyle rap. Freestyle rap. This show, it's about to be a rap. Appreciate all of y'all. You always keep it real. Haters in the chat, you don't get in my feels. P. Tevin Coleman released. We got you, homie. We got you. Talked about that a little bit earlier. That was like the expectation after they brought in McCaffrey. Because that must mean, honestly, that Elijah Mitchell's coming back soon. That's what it must mean. IFR Drees, Chase doing freestyle rap. Is the photo synced yet? I put it in photo. Studio B. Photo 2021. It's in there with the QR code. If not, we showed it on the camera. Julian! 10! Hey, if we get to 200, Trace, what are you going to do for 200?
I'll do a beer bong.
Beer bong for 200. We're at 163 right now. Trace beer bong for 200. We're at 163. I already chugged the beer out of the Niner mug. The dope Niner mug, by the way. Dope Niner mug. Julian Rost, beat LA. Bring on the bye week. All right, we'll chat beat LA. But let's see where the wheel spins. The wheel is spinning. It is another freestyle. Trace, you got some bars for the peeps? Landed on freestyle again.
Of course I got some bars. I'm always ready to go. Julian saying beat LA, and that's the thing you know. They're headed to the bye week, gonna have no injuries. Time to get healthy and make sure there is no sympathy. When the defense gets going, old Bosa's gonna come back, and he's coming for that ass. Yeah, he's gonna get a sack.
Hey, Trizzy Trace with the bars. So many bars today that we can only go so far. Sex bots are back. Get them out of the chat. Some people might see the sex bots and say, damn, that thing fat. All right, I'm going to put the shot clock on here. If we get to $200, Trace will do a beer bong. We're at 163 right now. Photo's still not coming in, Trace? Oh, I can send you the image address to TV. That works, right? All right. To you? Cool. All right. Oh, shit, no. That was the wrong thing. Or wait, maybe that's it? Yeah, I think that's it. For Denmark! IFR Dries! For Denmark! All right. Gonna put the 2-minute shot clock on. If we get any more super chats, we'll stay live. Yep. Any more super chats, we'll stay live. No more super chats, we'll call it a day. Dave Bundy! $5. We reset the shot clock just like that. Reset the shot clock just like that. 2 minutes. Dos. We'll pull up Dave Bundy's super chat. Message retracted. What were you trying to say, bro? Nothing? You didn't say anything? Dave Bundy, you're the man, bro. That gets us $32 away from 200. By the way, this coming in from IFR Dries. He put my head on the Eminem album cover. That right there is epic. IFR Dries for Denmark. Dave Bundy, we'll spin the wheel for you. P, we'll spin the wheel for you, and Anthony. So 3 wheel spins coming up. 3 wheel spins coming up. Put that ish on. Where'd it go? Hit the bottle. We're bringing out the baby bottle because Kyle Shanahan has been Sean McVay's daddy. There we go. P, we owe you a wheel spin as well. This thing is all jacked. I got to put it on the table here. Another spin for P, who's been pushing P all day. Hit the bottle again. Put that ish on. Bang! Bang! Niner gang. Anthony with the 2. Spin the wheel for him as well. Sammy! $10 super chat. Beat LA! Beat LA! Beat LA! Beat LA! That's what the wheel was on. Sammy! Let's stay live, Chase. Keep this party going. We'll spin the wheel for Semi. Let's see. That was a good spin.
Guys, we're also only $12 away from 200.
$12 away from 200. Trace will do the beer bong. Hit the bottle. Kyle Shanahan owning Sean McVay like a poppy. That's why we got the baby bottle. Anthony with the 5. You're excited about CMC. If only we had a good offensive line, we might win another game. As is, I don't think we will. You don't think they'll win another game? You think they're going to go losses from here on out? No way, man. They're not going to lose out the whole way. I don't think so, Anthony. Too good of a football team to lose out. They should win 10 games at the very least. The very least. Now, because they're starting 3 and 4, they're behind the 8 ball. Yet again, what do you know? So they're going to have to go on a little bit of a torrid pace. Anthony, thank you for that. Those are the last Super Chats, right? All right. 2-minute shot clock is going on. $12 away from a Trace beer bong. And then once we get there, we'll sign off. Or, no more Super Chats in 2 minutes. We will also sign off. So the 2-minute clock is on. 2-minute clock is on. Beat LA. Beat LA. Beat LA. 25 seconds in. $12 away from a producer Trizzy. Beer bong. He does the beer bong. We sing that song. We get out of here. And then we say so long. All right, 40 seconds in. Get that comment section going. Where are the people at? Ite, thank you for watching the show. See, I deleted the sex bots. Oh, Myra! $2 away. $2 away, Myra. Thank you, Myra. Just the 10. Oh, Sam Young with the 12. Get the beer bong ready. Get the beer bong ready. And then we'll sign off. Sam Young, shout out to Chase. So for Myra, Trace is going to go get his beer bong. I'll do 2 wheel spins for Myra and Sam. All right? So this one coming in from Myra. Thank you for your donation. Pillow talk. Uh-oh. When Trace comes back, I got to smack him with the pillow. P, that's hilarious. So Trace is going to come back to do a beer bong, and I got to smack him with the pillow. That's like a double smack. Beer bong smack and the pillow smack. All right, next one coming in from Sam Young. Once Trace comes back, he'll put up Sam's Super Chat PIC as well. All right, we're spinning the wheel for Sam Young now. Hit the bottle. Hit the bottle. Beat LA. Beat LA. Beat LA. Trace is coming in with the beer bong. And then this wheel spin is for P. Last call for Super Chats. We're signing off either way. What? Beat LA. Abby's good, yeah. Beat LA. Beat LA. Beat LA. Beat LA. That's what it landed on for P. So we're all caught up on Super Chats. Trace, unfortunately for you, you have to do a beer bong, and I have to hit you with the Niner pillow. No, that wouldn't do well. Then the beer would go everywhere. Yeah, that would not be good. Yes. So Trace is going to do the beer bong, and then we're going to slap him with the Niner pillow. Hey to Kiyama, I don't comment a lot, but I love this channel and watch everything you put out. Beat LA, bang, bang, Niner gang. Bang, bang, Niner gang. Gold rush, it's red and gold till we're dead and cold. Our raps today, they were cold. All right. Hey, we just spit bars. DHA Dukes. What are you saying, DHA Dukes? Coop is in the studio. Said Dukes is my guy. David Dukes is our guy. Coleman got released, yes. He got released. All right, Trace. Trey's going to do the beer bong. We're going to hit him with the Niner pillow. Then we're going to sign off. So last call for any super chats that come in. Then we're dipping on out of here. So he's going to drink the beer bong. That'll be a smack as he gets smacked by the alcohol and the pillow. That was easy. Like it ain't nothing. Bang! Show Sam Young and P. Show their super chats just to show them some love. Salute to the homies. Then we'll dip out. Sam Young, thank you, my bro. Helping us get past 200. You the man. P with the 2. This is good stuff right here. Chase rigged the wheel to start his music career. Maybe. Nah, I like broadcasting. I think I'm stronger here. And I spun the wheel for those guys too. So, all right, we're dipping out. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in for another great live show here on the San Francisco 49ers Report. 3 segments in the canister. Great audience interaction. Your donations greatly appreciated. It allows us to build new studios, build our staff, and it helps me out a lot as well as producer Trey. So we'll catch you next time. Videos coming every single day for the rest of the week and every single day in general, because that's what we do. Danny D, Mock Steel, 2-Ton, Ken, Renee Cruz, Baby Cakes, Jacob, everybody in the chat, thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time here on the Niners Report.